Okay, gonna pull today's energy. I'm gonna do things a little differently today. Okay, first card out is going to be Divine Masculine, which is Higher Power. I love these cards. I think they're so beautiful. So that's Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine, A Change in the Wind. The relationship between them, To the Sea. And Advice, Never-Ending Story. So just from this card alone, I feel like God's Spirit is calling to Divine Masculine, basically come to me, consult me, interact with me. I feel like God's Spirit is trying to get Divine Masculine's attention. But since this card came out, I feel like he is ignoring. So Divine Masculine is being called to seek out God and hear what needs to be said. Divine Feminine, A Change is in the Wind. I think I would do this before, but I can never do anything the easy way. Okay, so Divine Feminine, A Change is in the Wind. So this card makes me feel like Divine Feminine is obviously experiencing some change in her life, or she's about to. We'll pull cards and find out what's changing. To the Sea is the relationship. So this card is basically representing like going with the flow. Basically let things happen, don't resist. This is in terms of their relationship. So overall, this makes me feel like Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine of this reading are in separation, doing two totally different things. Divine Masculine is being called towards spirituality. Divine Feminine is experiencing some sort of change in her life, which she will need to adjust to. So the relationship is kind of in limbo, I would say. I feel like it's almost not even on the radar either one of these individuals. And this is the advice card. Never-ending story. So I'm not really going to go into depth into this till the end, but you get the picture, I'm sure. Divine feminine, divine masculine, in the twin flame relationship, are involved in a relationship that never ends. Okay. Okay, I had to cut there because my thingy fell over. Okay, so first card out's going to be for divine masculine. Mountain. This is for divine feminine, choice. Dog for the relationship. And snake for the advice. Okay, so for divine masculine, this is the problem. He's not consulting his higher power. And as a result, he's experiencing obstacles in his life. I'm going to pull another card. I'm going to pull two cards for these. Ooh. So dice came out. So again, because divine masculine is not consulting his higher power, he's experiencing obstacles. And really by doing that, he's rolling the dice on his life. Basically, when he's going through life and he meets obstacles, he's taking a risk because he doesn't have help from his higher power. So, that's his problem right now. So, God is saying, come to me, and you won't be doing this. You won't be taking a risk that you might survive your obstacles. You might overcome your obstacles. Come to me, and I will make sure that you overcome your obstacles. That is what is coming through for him. For divine feminine, I'll pull another card. Sun. So basically, divine feminine in this reading is going through a change, and it all comes down to choosing. Oh, that's not good. Choosing whether or not Hmm. No. Anyways, whether or not to be happy. I feel like obviously if this is a change, Divine Feminine hasn't been choosing her happiness or choosing happiness for herself in her life. So now she's reached a crossroads where it's like she's either making the decision or she's already made the decision that she is going to choose this to be happy. Why is that not there? I feel like this choice is more than just the relationship. I feel like there's something else that Divine Feminine has to make a decision about regarding her happiness. I feel like this may be a decision in which she may have to choose to leave Divine Masculine behind completely, but we'll see. For the relationship, Labyrinth. So as far as this relationship goes, it's like just let it flow. It's almost saying like let it go, because if there's loyalty, or there is loyalty, I should say, if you know what, if there's loyalty, it would lead back to each other. So it's almost like deal with your issues. Divine Masculine needs to consult his higher power. Divine Feminine in this reading needs to decide whether or not she wants to be happy. Just let the relationship go, because there's loyalty there in this relationship, and it will continue through the process, whatever or wherever it leads. So last card, letter. So this card, I feel like it's being advised that Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine realize that this is a never-ending story between them, and not to be deceived by communication. I feel like it's a lack of communication, but it could be communication in general. Don't let it stand in the way of realizing that this relationship is a relationship that never ends. These cards make me think that the Divine Masculine in this reading started here, started believing in God, started believing in spirituality, was godly in some way, and then this happened. Obstacles presented themselves which overwhelmed him, and then he went here. He threw everything he believed previously out the window because he ran into obstacles. But this is my personal opinion, but I feel like when there are obstacles, that is when you lean here more, I would think. Sometimes, depending on what it is. In this case, the Divine Masculine in this reading did not go lean here, chose to throw it all out the window, which makes me think there was immense pain here. Something deeply, deeply hurt him. I'm going to pull some more cards and see if it comes out. I'm wondering if this has to do with the relationship between him and Divine Feminine, which made him think, well, the woman I love and I'm supposed to be with doesn't want me, so maybe everything I felt spiritually was wrong. Because Divine Feminine changed in some way. She made a choice, which, based on the cards that came out for Divine Masculine, could be that she chose to leave him and be happy. So now he is bitter with his higher power. This card just made me feel like he is throwing caution to the wind, is what I just heard. So Divine Masculine could be taking risks because he has strayed away from his higher power. This card makes me think that not only did Divine Feminine change, but a change happened in the relationship between her and Divine Masculine. Something changed, and then she was forced to make a decision, and she chose to be happy. I feel like this card was them both releasing the relationship, but this card makes me think that they're still loyal to each other, both of them. Even though there's separation, Divine Masculine's pissed off, Divine Feminine's doing her own thing, trying to be happy, there's still loyalty as they go through their lives. And again, this is a never-ending story. Just because there's no communication doesn't mean it's over. It's just here, kind of, going with the tide or with the waves of the sea. It's just kind of like, like a sailboat just kind of like bouncing around in the waves, going any which way. That's where the relationship is right now. But these cards make me think there's not true separation. There's still loyalty. not true separation. It's a never-ending story, regardless of communication. These cards make me think there was harsh communication between these two. Mean words, something was said that was like very harsh. And it could be either divine feminine or divine masculine that said harsh words. But I'm gonna pull some cards and see what comes out. Yeah. Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, upset over the conflict. Three of Cups, Nine of Swords in reverse. That makes me think a couple things. One, there's not true ill will towards each other in this relationship, which I believe could show here too. Like, yeah, even though the relationship is out to the sea, there's no ill will here. These two people do not hate each other, even though they're acting like it. Look at Chariot in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. Not going anywhere in this relationship. Time may be going by, but divine masculine and divine feminine are not moving away from each other. They just are here. Hierophant in reverse and Four of Wands. They don't believe it's gonna work. But they're not leaving each other. Seven of Cups and Seven of Swords. They don't know how to feel, so they just call it quits. It's like no effort. It's just, look at that. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, both in reverse. And this is because divine feminine gave up on the relationship. But this is what's happening. Nine of Wands, Page of Cups, working on a new beginning. New feelings are being birthed in this situation currently, even though it's not showing. Look at that. Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. That's their point to be honest. Okay, let's pull some cards here. masculine. King of Wands. So that's just confirmation of what I've said about him straying away from his higher power because he was met with an obstacle that he did not expect, which I believe is Divine Feminine deciding that she was going to leave the relationship and be happy because something in the relationship changed and she didn't like it. So she left. This is Divine Feminine, 3 of Pentacles. That's what I feel like this is what Divine Feminine is doing right now. Working. Building her empire. This Divine Feminine is not thinking about Divine Masculine right now. She's thinking about building this beautiful statue and moving on with her life. I just found out that that's what she's been doing, but excuse me, that's about to change for her. She's gonna have to make a decision if she wants to work things out with Divine Masculine. That's coming, and it's represented here. So for the Divine Feminines that have been ignoring Divine Masculine because they're upset that something in the relationship changed, you're going to be presented with this choice. And you're going to have to decide whether or not you want to work things out. This card makes me think that the answer is yes. But, you know, free will and all. This card says yes, but in the moment, Divine Feminine can do whatever her heart desires in that moment. But I feel like this is the answer. The relationship is 9 of Cups, right? And I feel like this is just representing the true desires of Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Yes, the relationship is just going where the waves take them at this time. But loyalty in their relationship still exists as they bobble around in the ocean because they want each other. These two both want each other. And last card, Knight of Pentacles. To me, this is I just heard working. So again, this is just the advice of the reading for this Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, is that this relationship is a never-ending story. Don't get caught up in the level of communication or the level of inaction, because this knight is not moving. So I feel like this card is represents inaction, but I think it's also, to me, represents like just keep moving forward with your work, knowing that this is a never-ending story. Twin flames are meant to be together. So stuff like this, the conflict, whatever happened or changed in the relationship and the resulting conflict, the lack of communication or the crappy communication, or the lack of movement has no bearing on the relationship because it's meant to be. So just keep pushing forward. And things are gonna work out because there's never-ending loyalty to each other, and the relationship is what each one in the relationship really and truly wants and desires. Alright everybody, that's the reading for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!